Hey guys, it's me, Noah, from Country Boy TV. So today, because I felt as though a lot of people have trouble sharpening knives and caring for their knives, that I would explain the sharpening system that I use. You can use all kinds of different methods. I personally use a lot of different methods, but this one I've always found is the most effective for the knives that I keep. So I have two different types of knives. I have a folder from Tack Force, which is an assisted opener, and I have my Gerber para paraframe because it's got the paracord. So this is a fixed blade. That's folder. Two different types of knives. They're both good for the purposes I use them for. So what comes with this is it comes with some honing oil, which I just bought a new one of these, but it comes with one. This is one of my used stones. It looks good. I just replaced the fine stone. The other ones are kind of used up a little bit. But it comes with one of these guides. Once you use the system enough, you eventually just develop muscle memory for it, and you'll instinctively use it as you should. But this is the angle you want to hold, and then just slide it across the stone. So with this knife in particular, this one could use a medium grind, which is this stone right here, because it does kind of have some edge issues, and this one as well. I mean, it's sharp moderately, but it's not that sharp. So I'll probably use a medium on both of these, and then tune them up later with the fine. So this is the medium. You just flip the stone like this, and it says medium right there. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on this. It comes with it. The Smith's honing solution is what comes with the stones right here. So just a couple drops. One. Oh, missed that one. Two. And I'll put three. It's kind of hard to do this. I'm doing this with one hand because I'm filming. And you'll kind of just rub it in a little bit. Maybe do a couple more drops. And it soaks right into the stone. You just kind of rub it in a little bit. So you'll take this, take your stone at the proper angle, and slide it down. Just like that. And make sure when you slide it off the stone, as you see when I do this, the tip comes off last. And you want to make sure, I did 4 or 5. I'm not paying as much attention as I'll typically do, but you want to make sure that you do equal strokes per side. And one more. Alright, 2 more, because that side is kind of rough. Alright, so now you have a little bit of a nicer edge on it. I'll do one more this way. I flipped it over. There we go. And then I'll come back. This is the way I like to hold mine when I'm doing them. Sorry, my desk is so messy. I've been trying to clean it, and it works. So now this knife is a lot more sharp than it was when we started. It will cut paper. I can't do this one-handed, but there we go. It will now cut paper. It wasn't that sharp when we first started, but that's about the best way to sharpen. I recommend stones. Tips are rough with stones, and you will take off paint if you do it wrong. This was a knife I used when I first started using stones, and it kind of got messed up a little bit. Now I have a little more experience with stones, and I do a lot better. If I use a different sharpener, like a V sharpener, let's see if it'll focus. Come on, focus. There we go. See right here, it kind of has some metal that's lower down. That's what happens when you use a V sharpener and you apply that pressure and drag it through. it does damage to the knife and it takes off a lot more material than you need. I know I said I would use a medium grind stone for this, but it kind of has just a little bit of a loop. So I'm thinking, since it has that little loop, I'll do a couple strokes on the heavier coarse stone right here, and I won't use oil for this. So I'll just drag it on this a couple of times, just because it has a couple nicks in the blade, because I use this for chopping and batoning, and I beat this knife, so. Alright, so we'll do that. And my stones, they tend to look nice. I take good care of my stones because I really like these. And this is my favorite sharpening system so far. When I find something that's better, I'll use it. There are better methods for sharpening for other people who use forged knives or abuse their knives more than I do. But for me, and for the moderate use of my knives, I'll do a couple on the fine stone, just to, you know. And each one will sound a little different because of the different methods of sharpening. Like, this is a medium, the coarse is on the other side. And this is the better way to do it, is to kind of V it off. This is the better way of doing it than trying to keep track. So, a lot better. Feels a lot better. And let's see if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, it will do it. These stones are very good for what I use them for. Well, yeah. So, they work great. I love them. Sharpens really well. I don't like using the V-sharpeners. I used to love the V-sharpeners. Let's around. I can. Okay, that's cool. So I can... I use the belt grinders originally. Do I have my belt grinder around here, actually? I do... Oh, there it is. Okay, so I have my belt grinder here. This is what I used to sharpen. This just rips knives apart. You honestly don't want to use these. This just rips up knives and it takes off way too much material. Do I have a V-sharpener here by any chance? I do not have a V-sharpener handy. I thought I would have a V-sharpener. But V-sharpeners are... I know you guys probably won't know what I'm talking about, or will, depending on how often you sharpen knives. You shouldn't sharpen a knife too much. You want to... Oh, I do have a V-sharpener. Okay. This is a V-sharpener. This is another Smith's. This is a Smith's sharpening system that I have on the desk here. But it has a coarse and a fine sharpener. They work good. They just take off a little too much metal for my liking. I prefer the stones. This is a wonderful system, this particular Smith's set, because you get the fine, the medium, and the coarse, and it all comes in a great little package. So, it works really well. I like it. I highly recommend it. It's about 25 bucks at Walmart. So, if you want a good method for sharpening your stones or sharpening your knives, you can't really get much better once you have the knowledge than sharpening stones and the Smith's line. All my sharpening stuff is Smith's. Everything I use to sharpen my knives is a Smith sharpener. So if you guys need knives sharpened and you don't know how to do it, you can send them to me. I'll sharpen them for you. I'll send them back. You can really beat up a knife and I'll probably be able to fix it. I got all the methods of sharpening you can imagine under the sun, because I use a lot of knives. I have a lot of knives. If you guys don't want to buy sharpening and you don't want to send them to me, I'll send you a stone or I'll send you a system and you guys can borrow it. Just send it back. Or you can send it to me. I don't charge for sharpening knives. I honestly just like to see what people have. And down the line, I like to do knife trades with people. And if you want to trade a knife down the road or or you just want to sharpen. Doesn't matter to me. I like to help people out with knives. I like to educate, and I like to just have a good time with it. It's very therapeutic for me. I get in my zone and I just start sharpening it, and I'll get you a good finished product. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know I've repeated myself 100 times, and that irritates a lot of people. I'm sorry. I didn't really plan on making this video. I just kind of am like, alright, I'll make a video. So that's my kind of how to sharpen knives, and my kind of, not really a review, but a explanation of the methods I use. I'll use a V sharpener, like if I'm out camping and I just want to throw one of these in my pocket, or in one of my cargo pockets, or in a, a little Altoids tin or whatever. Like, I'll use these. I don't like them, but I'll use them. As I've said, I love my Smith's sharpener, and I will stand by it. I love it. It's great. Do not buy a belt grinder or an auto grinder or whatever you want to call them. Do not buy a grinder to sharpen your knives. You will ruin them. The only time I use that grinder is if I'm putting an entire new edge on a knife, and you're not really sharpening, you're rebuilding a knife. Like, I've done it a couple of times. Don't buy one. They're expensive and they're awful, and they'll ruin your knives. Buy a stone, learn how to use it, and you'll get the best sharpening of a knife you could imagine. If you don't want to spend a lot of money and you want to get a good sharpen, buy a V sharpener. I mean, they're not awful. They work very well, and they're cheap. Like, this is like $5-10, $6. Like, they're not bad. This was $25 for this system right here, with the everything that comes with it. Like, everything that comes with it is directions, angle, measure, and the oil. And it has the directions. Alright, I've eaten up a lot of your time for the day. I enjoy making these videos. If you guys want to see more sharpening videos, more knife videos, whatever. I'm just throwing these out here. Quarantine's making me go a little crazy, so, have fun, have a great day, and if you want to talk knives, find my Instagram page, countryboy1_23_04. Reach out to me if you want to talk knives, if you need knives sharpened, whatever. Reach out. I would love to talk to you guys. I appreciate anybody who watches my videos. They're not the best. I'm not claiming to be the best. I just film them on my phone and I throw them up on the internet, and if you guys get a little enjoyment out of it or whatever, that's great. If not, I'm sorry. Don't watch. Have a great day, everybody. I love you. You're all great people, and stay sane. Enjoy life. We're just making the best of a bad situation, but if you can make a bad situation the best it can be, God praise you. Seriously. Alright, guys. Have a great day.